Hello, Worship Warriors. Welcome back to the Messiah's Worship Warriors YouTube channel. This week, I am going to share with you a new choreographed dance that I put together. This one was really interesting because for this song, I actually have desired to do a dance for it for a while now. Literally, the second I heard it, I was like, I'm doing a dance for this. And I knew it was going to be flags, and I just knew I had to do something because the song, very interesting that it's coming out now, because it was spoken to us that we have built up walls, 7 walls that we've built up around ourselves, to protect our family. As many of you know, I've spoken about it many times, especially on Facebook, that we have really had a hard time this year. There are many things that have been painful, very painful for us. And so in that process, we've built up a lot of walls around our hearts to protect ourselves. And those walls actually are hindering us in many ways. They're hurting us in many ways, because when you build up walls, not only are the bad guys or the bad emotions or bad things not allowed to come in, you're not allowed to go out. So it was spoken to us that we needed to march around those walls, just like in Jericho. And it's interesting because there was also a prophecy that Father gave me regarding our last congregation, that we were going to walk through the waters of Jericho. I still don't know why he had me say it that way, but he did. And I tried to say, the waters of the Jordan, correct? Right, Lord? You wanted me to say the waters of Jordan, not the waters of Jericho. No, he wanted me to say that, and I still don't really know why, other than that's just, it needed to be a reminder for me. So I knew that just like Joshua walked through those waters, if we were walking through them, war was on the other side. And so I knew we were coming to that point. And so when it was spoken to us that we needed to march around the walls of Jericho, I was like, oh, whoa, okay, wow. Then this song came out shortly after that. And I was like, I have to do a dance, and I have to make it manly in some way. I didn't know how I was going to do this, so I've been in a lot of prayer regarding that. And I wasn't sure if I was going to make it just one dance or if I was going to have multiple dances, because one of the things that the Lord has been inspiring me to do is to have several dances for certain songs, not all of them, but certain ones, the powerful ones especially. He wanted me to have several dances for. So I've kind of built on, some of them have flag routines and Davidic dance routines. Some of them may even have tambourine routines, or they don't yet and eventually will, or, whatever. So this one, I started off with the flags. And the reason I started off with the flags was not just because that's what I wanted, but also because last week, the week just prior to Halloween, there was a lot of spiritual warfare that I dealt with. And I kind of went backwards in my emotions and frustrations with, things that have happened to me in this year. And I ended up having a really heavy cry session again. And it's been very frustrating. And, the devil's just been getting in my head. And I basically got sick of it. And I was shouting in my head, just shut up already. And I had a vision of myself in the dark. And I couldn't see my flags, but I knew I had them in my hands. What I could see was very interesting. It was kind of like what you see in cartoons when it's pitch black and whoever's in the cartoon has swords. You can't see the swords because it's pitch black. But when they slice through the air, you can see that motion happening, the slicing motion. And that's what happened. I sliced through the air with my flags and decimated the devil. And it was like, boom, he was gone. And I didn't have those horrible, awful thoughts about myself and the people who betrayed me. I had peace, total peace, and had the ability to feel love towards the ones who have hurt me terribly, towards the ones who have spitefully used me. And I was just like, wow. Immediately after that, I had a dance formed in my head. I didn't have the whole thing. Father never gives me the whole thing. I still have to kind of work through it, but he'll give me a picture of what he wants the dance to look like. So the very next morning, I went outside, I turned on the music, and I got to working, and I produced a dance. And I am very, very proud of it. I'm very impressed with it. It doesn't come from me. It comes from Father. So I know this is him. The interesting thing is, as soon as I finished recording it, I also started getting inspiration and pictures of a Davidic dance for the same song. So eventually I will have a Davidic dance for this as well. I'm not sure when I will have the time to actually do it, but it's coming. For now, here is the dance with the flags. I hope you like it. I feel that it is very manly. I feel that it is meant for the men. So if you can picture me being a man, I guess. I wish I could get my husband to do these videos, but unfortunately, we just do not have the time for him to do it. He is such a busy man, and I'm busy too. I don't really have the time to just teach him all these dances that I want to get down on video, and I also don't want to forget them. So you're just going to have to see me in it. If it's supposed to be for the men, I'm sorry. You're just going to have to see me do it. But eventually the guys will get to do it. So enjoy. Tell me what you think in the comments section below.
Spent trading punches with the enemy. Ooh, built myself a double thick stone tower, lies higher than the eye can see. Trapped in my flesh and bone, crying out to you, love. I'm desperate. Love, come out of this cage and set me free. All of my fears